is a pen that will write a poem of me and you.
Hey, welcome to Half the Battle, and welcome back, my friends, to main character May.
Last time we looked at all the figures Major Bludd got in the original line, so today we're looking at the more modern stuff.
But before we do, there are a few interesting things to point out.
For one thing, the original version 1 mold was never reused by Hasbro for the more modern stuff. I'm just speculating here, but that might be because the molds got lost or worn out after being lent to Fun School for their versions in India.
This might also explain a second tidbit.
Namely, why Bludd wasn't in the 1997 and 98 Toys R Us exclusive Collector's Editions line. Though those years had far more Joes than Cobras in them, so who knows.
That did mean we didn't get a new Major Bludd figure until 2 years later.
So meet Major Bludd version 4. This figure was released in the year 2000 with no original body parts. It's a complete repaint of the Supersonic Fighters figure. It came in a 2-pack with Rock Viper version 2 that was a repaint of a Range Viper because Hasbro was weird with copyright names during that time. Why hello General Tomahawk, long time no see.
Using the mold here doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
All because of the grenades. As discussed last time, they made sense for that version since he would be flying around dropping them on his enemies. But this version didn't come with a jetpack, sonic or otherwise. They did try to make him look like the original, or at least pay homage to his original look, by having the colors be mostly brown and black, but the grenades still stand out like a sore thumb. Overall, I think the figure is okay, but nothing special.
I did find another use for the body though.
Well, I did end up with a few because I wanted to army build a Rock/Range Viper. I took some target heads since I had plenty of spare ones, those figures tended to be broken a lot because they were flying guys, and painted them black and silver and stuck them on Bludd's body, making a new jetpack trooper. I think they look pretty okay.
Let's move on to the next figure.
And meet Major Bludd version 5. This figure was released in 2003 with, again, no original body parts. The head is from version 3, and it seems he can't escape being associated with Sonic Fighters, as the body is from Supersonic Zap. This figure was part of the Toys R Us exclusive Python Patrol set, the most gaudy set of G.I.Joe figures ever created, and PP Bludd was no exception. By the way, if you PP Bludd, consult a doctor. He's nowhere near as out there as some of the others, but that's still a lot of bling. The detailing on this figure is excellent, especially the Python mesh, but it's still an eyesore. Yeah, I can't deny it, this is my least favorite Bludd.
The last figure I'll talk about is from the online exclusive direct-to-consumer line.
So meet Major Bludd version 6. This figure was released in 2005 with one original body part, namely the head. The rest is from a Spy Troops figure and a Joe vs Cobra one. And if the 1994 one looks like a futuristic Mad Max design, this one is like a contemporary Wasteland version. Yeah, he's really got this wandering warlord vibe to him, which I dig. The color scheme seems to be a blend of the original and the Python Patrol version, what with the golden highlights strewn about, but it doesn't look gaudy. The only real downside to the figure is that he used a Spy Troops body, so the legs are too long relative to the torso, though it's not that distracting in this case. You may have noticed I'm showing you this figure with all relevant accessories from the start.
I've also not talked about any of the accessories of the other toys.
That's because all of those were reused molds not relevant to the character. This figure though, he's got some unique ones. For one thing, this is the only Bludd, the only one ever made, that has a removable helmet.
Weird, right?
You'd think other figures would have had this feature too at some point, but this is the only one. There's also the shawl. I'm honestly not sure how to feel about it. It looks cool, but is it really necessary for the figure? You decide. Overall, I think this is a pretty good figure.
To wrap up, there were just 4 more Bludd figures released.
Not counting the classified one. There was a 2006 convention exclusive and 3 modern body construction ones. I don't have any of those, so I can't really comment, apart from saying the new body types share the same problem most of those figures have, in that they're too tall and skinny. Oh, and revisiting the helmet thing, it baffles me that none of them have removable ones either.
Looking at them all,
it's kinda weird Bludd only ever got 10 figures, and that's including a convention one. For a main character, that's a very low number. Hello there, Snake Eyes. And those were the toys. The Chinese version remains my favorite, followed by the original, and then the direct-to-consumer version.
Next time we'll be taking a look at the character when I'm sure we'll find out what the deal with that arm was. Right? Well, I'll see you next time, everybody, and hey, why not like, share, and subscribe if that's your thing.
In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me